How many multiple characters do you think that we're going to see in this movie? Like Batman. Man. How many Batmans are we going to play?
However many they do, I know it's going to be better than the multiverse that Marvel is doing. DC's going to do it better.
I would say that they're going to take a page out of Marvel's book with No Way Home and kind of bring back as many people as they possibly can just for that nostalgia factor.
I could even see them bringing back Val Kilmer in a non-speaking role.
Actually,
did you check out the Flash trailer?
DC is taking over.
Flashpoint, what I'm looking forward to.
I'm curious about this other Flash.
I think that's Ep11.
DC, it's your turn.
Okay, here we go.
Dude, did you check out the Flash trailer?
Well, certainly did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there are some major points.
Michael Keaton.
There are some major points that I want to hear. Did you guys really pay attention to it? Because did anybody else see the Rumbler bike?
Yes, certainly
did.
You know, there was a conversation that someone had with my Christian Bale recently, asking if he was going to come back for the Flashpoint. He never confirmed it, but after seeing that bike, I'm sitting here like, huh.
When I saw the Rumbler bike, I started trying to think back to Batman v Superman. I thought back to Justice League to see if Ben Affleck ever had that.
Nope.
I didn't.
Batman Dark Knight Rises.
That's the only time I've seen it. So that's something that I'm waiting for. If they can pull that off, that trumps Spider-Man No Way Home.
Grant Gustin might still be coming back to play his Flash.
Please.
Yo, Justin.
Please.
I'm so hyped for you. Please make that a reality.
What if, guys, think about this. They already gave us Michael Keaton. They already gave us Ben Affleck. So we know that that's happening. They could have a few more things up their sleeve. I would not be surprised if George Clooney made an appearance.
Wow.
You know what?
You know
what's funny? I'm pissed off because y'all know that I enjoy being mad, but this made me smile. This really made me smile. I'm upset, y'all. Y'all really made me smile. Like with all of this that's going on, this is just solidifying the fact that DC is taking over. They're like like a kind of like a staple, like it's our turn. It's our turn now.
James Gunn took over, right? But this was already in production way before James Gunn took over. So my first question would be, how much credit does he deserve? Yeah, it was. Because remember, they've been talking about James Gunn just took over in late 2022. Flash has been in production since at least 2016.
But I think Flash was in production, but I don't think that they were going to do the Flashpoint paradox. I don't think they were.
Yes, they were.
They were always
That's
going
the
to do
only
the
movie
Flashpoint.
they could do.
So it was always expected for it to be the Flashpoint movie. They have been talking about that for a couple of years.
Right.
Anyone that's watching that doesn't know anything about the Flashpoint is when Barry Allen runs back in time to save his mother, and in the process of saving his mom, it actually causes a whole cataclysm of events that changes the timeline for a lot of people. So in the original Flashpoint, and this is going to be a point that I'm going to bring up here, in the original Flashpoint, instead of Thomas and Martha Wayne dying in the alley after the movie, it was Bruce Wayne that died.
Bruce Wayne.
And Martha actually went crazy, became the Joker, and Thomas became Batman. I believe that Michael Keaton's role isn't going to be Bruce Wayne. I believe it's going to be Thomas Wayne.
Yes, I agree. From the
really,
that I've seen.
And I think it would work perfectly just because of his age and whatnot at this point.
Yes,
So I'm glad that you brought up George Clooney, because there is some rumors out there floating that he is coming back for Flashpoint.
And they're going to keep it silent. They're going to keep it silent until the last
trying to
second.
keep it silent. Yes.
I don't think that I think that George Clooney is going to be Thomas Wayne or whatever it was. I think he's going to be Thomas Wayne. I think he looks the part.
I mean, I was just going to say, we did this episode based on the review of who we thought played the best Batman, right? And how many people, rhetorical question, thought that George Clooney played a good Batman in comparison to the others? So, based on what Vernon is talking about, Vernon was saying that DC's making a comeback, right? They have to be strategic on this movement, right? So, if they're going to bring in 3 Batmans, now look at the model that Marvel painted when they brought back all 3 Spider-Men, which we can all agree was a fantastic movie, right?
That was phenomenal.
So, there's some nostalgia for the characters who played Spider-Man, and they all played them decently. So, if you're going to do a movie that has multiple Batmans, it is important that you actually bring characters that play Batman very well. So Christian Bale, you're going to want to, for the nostalgic factor, look, there's nobody that has had a trilogy ever like that.
I have a question though. After seeing the first trailer from the Super Bowl, just you being the biggest Flash fan probably on the face of this earth. And then after seeing that trailer in the movies, after seeing Quantumania, how do you feel now? Because after seeing the Super Bowl, I'm like, this is going to be trash. And then after seeing this one, I was like, this is going to be great. So what do you think?
I honestly, leading up to the movie and leading up to the trailer, I have been, I'm not really excited. But after seeing these few trailers, it's gotten me excited. I am on board with it now, coming forward. I love the animation that they put in with the lightning. I love everything that they're doing. I'm still not a huge fan of Ezra Miller. I still wish they would find a way to replace him. But with them doing Flashpoint and how they confirmed that Flashpoint, like I said in a previous episode, is going to wipe and use it as an eraser towards the DC universe, that could potentially happen still, and they could recast him. So that fact gets me super excited.
I was not expecting that from you, because I remember last time you were talking, you were talking about the way he runs, and he was like
looking like a Titan.
Yes, what I was saying is they could easily recast him. That's what I'm looking forward to, is the potential of them being able to recast him after this movie. And this movie does look pretty phenomenal, but it looks like they fixed his running from what I've seen.
I'm curious about this other Flash.
Me too.
Because I was going to get there.
Yes.
Because I think that's Ichabod. It's got to be.
He had like a black suit, so I'm like, yo.
Ichabod Thawne is Zoom,
Flash?
right?
I'm about to say, is it Zoom?
He's Reverse Flash.
No,
Ichabod Thawne
Reverse
is
Flash
Reverse
and
Flash.
Zoom are two different.
I think it's
The
Zoom.
Reverse Flash was yellow.
Yes, Reverse Flash
Yeah, Reverse
is
Flash
yellow.
is yellow.
Reverse Flash
This
is
Ichabod
yellow.
Thawne.
Oh yeah. So
and
he's
he's
red like
a
Zoom.
dirty dude, and he's a dirty dude. Like,
Bro,
go
he's
back
the
in
most,
time.
the most petty villain there is.
If I'm not mistaken, they're also talking about bringing back, I can't remember his name, the guy that played the original Flash that's also in the Flash TV show as the old Flash.
He
The
played
guy-
Superman's
John-
father in something.
What's that character? What's that Flash's name?
He played a version of the Flash, Jay Garrick. He played a version
Jay
of the
Garrick.
Flash
The
in
original Flash.
the new CW series as well.
Yes.
Yes.
And he also
Love that
played Barry's
homage.
dad.
I love that homage so much.
Yeah.
It's a perfect fit. It's a perfect fit, man.
How many multiple characters do you think that we're going to see in this movie? Like Batman.
Man.
How many Batmans are we going to play?
However many they do, I know it's going to be better than the multiverse that Marvel is doing.
I will
DC's
say-
going to do it better.
I would say that they're going to take a page out of Marvel's book with No Way Home and kind of bring back as many people as they possibly can, just for that nostalgia
Yes.
factor.
I could even see them bringing back Val Kilmer in a non-speaking role. Remember, because even if you use the CW Arrowverse, when they actually brought in Kevin Conroy to play Batman, and he was handicapped, right?
Yeah,
They could do
he was
something
old, man.
similar. They can because remember they have the Dark Knight Returns where Batman is really old, so they could do that with Michael Keaton. They could do that with George Clooney, or they can say Val Kilmer's playing Batman at the end. He's done.
And he's
That's
still
where he
watching
goes
the
and
movie.
gets Terry. He gets Terry McGinnis.
So if you do have somebody who comes back and plays an old Batman, do you think that could open the door for Batman Beyond? Like actually
Terry McGinnis.
somebody
Possibly. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think if DC wants to beat Marvel, and I think the Flash gives them the opportunity to, because I've said this multiple times, and I'll say it one more time for the listeners out there. The only thing Marvel has done better than DC is live action movies. Everything else DC has been superior in. I think if they get the Flash right, and they pay the homage and they bring back Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, if they keep Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, and George Clooney hush-hush, it's a wrap. It's over.
Yo, you know what's funny when you think about it? If the maker of the that last DC, what was it? The last DC flick, and they had
Matt Reeves with Robert Pattinson.
No. Ew. No. I mean, the last the Super League, the Justice League.
Zack Snyder.
If they released that the first time, this would be a whole nother conversation.
I totally agree.
It was 4 hours, but it was phenomenal.
It was worth it.
It was.
It
was really
the same
good.
thing with Batman vs Superman. When you saw the unedited cut, I don't know if you guys seen the unedited cut of Batman v Superman, the 3 hour.
Yeah.
I still have my.
It had some
quarrel about
extra
that.
scenes that they should have kept in there.
I still have quarrels because Doomsday. That's not a real depiction of Doomsday.
That's accurate. But the 3 hour version.
Zod's body.
The 3 hour version changes things a little bit. It makes the movie a little bit different. Okay. So just like the Snyder cut. So all I'm saying is Zack Snyder was on to something. And I believe this Flash was a part of Zack Snyder's universe. So therefore, he's going to get credit for the vision that he created.
Not only just comics and animated movies, but live action TV shows too. If you take all of the DC live action TV shows versus all of the Marvel had a ridiculous amount of flops with the Netflix specials.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, and you know what? And this is where I agree with Mad V. Obviously, I agree with you, Nas. Where Marvel is hurting when it comes to the TV shows. Right now, to me, when it comes to DC, I look forward to any animated flick that I can get. I just saw Legion or whatever it was. That was really good. I don't know if anybody saw the latest drop. What I'm trying to say is that DC has been hitting when it came to anything animated related.
Yeah, I've been saying that for
been
years.
Captivating.
Yeah.
Now we have an opportunity where it's like, here's the passing of the baton. Marvel, you did a good job. Bravo, bravo. DC, it's your turn. Get this sugar and spice right. Get it right. And right now with this Flash commercial,
they got the opportunity right now. They got the court. It's all about they got to get the slam dunk now, man.
I think the one thing that's hurt DC movies in the past, which I'm trying not to be a conspiracy theorist on, but I would like for someone to do some homework. Who owns Rotten Tomatoes? Because have you noticed, whenever there's a DC movie that gets ready to come out, all of a sudden the Rotten Tomatoes score is posted everywhere and it's trashing it, which it deters viewers from wanting to go see it. I hope that doesn't happen for The Flash. And I hope the early reviews come back great and we're all really excited.
Listen, everybody, don't believe the hype. What do you guys think? Did you guys love the commercial? Did you hate the commercial? Do you think DC has the ability to captivate the audience as the way Marvel did? Listen, hit the like and subscribe below. Let us know what you think. And tune in next time.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? That would be absolute beast.
Matt, you just found out. Brian's so mad because he wanted it so bad.
Papa Chill. Remember, that's my name.
You're gonna say that? Yo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, Spartacus, I got you, dude. You good? You good?
Okay,
your
my
anger
apologies.
makes me so happy. Your anger is like candy. Your tears.
I can't with you, son. I
I'm sorry.
cannot. I get to go to high school with these fools.